Hello everyone. In this part of the lesson we are going to study that what is the speed of nerve impulse conduction. In our daily life we experience that nerve impulses they are conducted at very fast speed because we have experienced it that the moment we see something we are able to understand what we are seeing, and similarly the moment we think of doing some action we are able to complete that action also. So it seems that the sensory nerves and the motor nerves they are able to transfer the information from one place to other place in a very small time duration. But when we compare the speed of conduction of nerve impulse with the speed of light or speed of sound, then we will be able to understand it better. Now if you look at this data, then you will be able to see that nerve impulse it moves at a very slow speed as compared to the speed of light. We know that speed of light is 300 million meters per second in empty space. If we compare it with the speed of electricity, then electricity which we are getting in our houses to run our home appliances, that is moving at almost 1/100th of this speed. That means it is quite less as compared to the speed of light. Similarly, we know that speed of sound is 343 meters per second, very less as compared to speed of light. But when we talk of our systems, our human body systems, then we see that blood is moving at 40 centimeter per second in the aorta. Aorta is the largest vessel where the blood flows at the fastest speed. In the capillaries, the speed is even lesser than this. In comparison to this, nerve impulses they are able to travel at a speed of 120 meters per second. That means in comparison to blood, this speed is quite fast, but it is no way comparable to the speed of light or speed of sound. And this is also the speed when we are taking myelinated neurons into consideration. So why myelinated neurons are specifically mentioned here? Because the speed of nerve impulse conduction is dependent upon certain factors. Let us try to understand that what are these factors, and then we will be able to understand that why it is specifically mentioned myelinated neurons here. The speed of nerve conduction it depends upon two factors, that is the diameter of the nerve and the type of neuron. If the nerve fiber is thicker, then the internal resistance will be less. If the internal resistance is less, then the impulse will be able to travel at a faster speed. So that means thicker the nerve fiber, more will be the speed of nerve impulse. On the basis of this, we can say that there are two types of nerve fibers in our body, that is slow fibers and rapid fibers. Slow fibers are those fibers which are present in the internal organs like gut and glands. And similarly, when we talk about rapid fibers, they are present in the motor neurons. So what do we understand from this? That the impulses they travel at a faster speed when they are related to motor neurons, and sensory impulses they travel at comparatively slower speed. Similarly, if we think that there is a difference in the diameter, then the speed will be different. Similarly, the other point is that the speed of nerve impulse conduction will be dependent upon the type of neuron. We have studied that there are two types of neurons which are named as myelinated neurons and unmyelinated neurons. What is the difference here? Unmyelinated neurons they do not have myelin sheath over their axon, whereas myelinated neurons they are covered by the myelin sheath. This myelin sheath is not present at certain places which are called as nodes of Ranvier. So this way there are two different types of neurons which are present in our body. The speed of nerve impulse conduction is more in myelinated neurons Reason is that when we are talking of unmyelinated neuron, then the potential difference, it is created in all parts of the axon. So that means every portion of the membrane, it experiences action potential. So because of that, the neuron which are of unmyelinated type, they conduct the nerve impulse with the lesser speed. Whereas in case of myelinated neurons, because they are having nodes of Ranvier. So what is happening here? That the potential difference is jumping from one node of Ranvier to the other node of Ranvier. So that means the whole of the axon is not experiencing the axon potential. So because of this, the potential, it jumps from one node to other node, and that is why in the myelinated neurons the conduction of nerve impulse is faster, and it can be up to 50 times more faster than the unmyelinated neuron. The way the nerve impulse is conducted in unmyelinated neurons is called as contiguous conduction, and the process by which the myelinated neurons, they conduct nerve impulse, that is called as saltary conduction. So from here we have understood that the speed of nerve conduction is quite slow as compared to the speed of light and sound, but quite much as compared to the speed of blood that is flowing in our body. And we have also understood that it is dependent upon two factors, that is the diameter of the nerve fiber as well as the type of the neuron. I hope you have understood this. Till next time, bye bye.